fledgling. Gosh, they're almost as big as Mama already. Oh my goodness. There's Daddy. Where'd he go? More. I'm having a slow start to this morning. We're all having a slow start. I need to prioritize my reading today, friends. That's what I need to do. Good morning, friends. So, after being super productive yesterday and working on a new schedule and routine and, really being a go-getter, I am back to slug mode today. But it is Saturday, so my weekend is booked, right? Soon it will be booked. I'm gonna make my lunch, and then I'm gonna get to reading for sure. Yesterday I wore a bookish t-shirt too. I forgot to mention it. Maybe you saw. It was my Jane Austen Cats t-shirt from Spinster's Library. So cute. Anyway, yeah. But it is Saturday. I can relax on Saturday, right? The main thing was being active and not eating all the chocolate, which I haven't eaten all the chocolate today because there's not as much in the house now. There are still Reese's eggs in the freezer, along with ice cream, because there's a Memento Mori-a-thon ice cream social today. So anyway, I've been watching some new vlogs, so I'll share those with you. That would be productive, right? Cyclamen repandum taco salad. Oh, this never gets old. Never. Oh, wow. Oh, God. Bless. He's alive. Okay, let's show some bits from some vlogs. This one is Your True Self. She is a general practitioner in the UK and has 2 adorable children and 2 adorable tuxedo kitties. Highly recommend. Soggy expat book nerd. So funny. Her conversations with her child. And my lovely Pastori time. They're so delightful. Check them out, friends. Okay, heading to my DG out in the country for the Saturday run, and no vlogging in the grocery. Gotta keep my phone safe and uncontaminated, but I will let you know if I happen to grab anything exciting. All right, so the trip highlights. Gabriel actually gets whole grain wheat bread this week instead of the white bread that he had to suffer through last week. And Mama got him a bonus mocha frappuccino. And then the Easter clearance, they were out of Cadbury mini eggs, sad face, but I managed to snag jelly beans, a Snickers egg, mini M&Ms, And jelly bean nougats that remind me of my grandmother. Did anybody else eat these? I love them, but they're very old school. Oh, and I figured since I've done German, US, UK chocolate this week, I should add Swiss to the mix, right? You know, I never eat this much chocolate, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Oh my gosh, look at that hair. That is awesome. Oh, so cute. Oh my word. I am just worthless today. Oh. Come here, books. Let's do this thing. What a wise man. Without a diversity of opinion, the discovery of truth is impossible.
See, we're just kind of...
That's good. It's real good. And look at his lecture notes. Isn't that crazy?
So last week I mentioned I was watching Kate Howe. Okay, you
Oh
guys
my
know I
God.
love my Kate Howe. Watching Kate Howe, and she was prepping for something called a cheese and wine social. Okay,
Oh my
hosted
God.
by these women. I don't know.
I
Doris, who are these
skipped your
women?
show for them.
Doris, I saw you prepping too. Okay, and Doris had American cheese for her cheese and wine.
I admitted to
social.
having no
I know we're
taste.
in the middle of a pandemic, Doris. I'll link them down below. I don't know who they are, but I was trying to investigate. I wanted to maybe check out this cheese and wine social.
Oh my gosh, that is something else entirely.
It's an ice cream social, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, get your books out and start reading.
Taking another walk at the high school. Trying to get some Instagram pictures today. Okay, it's almost 7 o'clock and I have 100% frittered away this day. I swear, I don't even know why. How I can be so productive and motivated and getting on track one day and then the next. But anyway, maybe it has to do with the temperature, because the colder it is, the less I get done. And this sweater weather just isn't doing it for me. But anyway, when I get back to the house, I'm trying to catch up on my steps. But when I get back to the house, I'm going to read for 2 solid hours. Even if I have to stay up past my bedtime. That's what I'm going to do. I swear. Oh my goodness. I thought they all fledged the nest last night, but there's one left. Little buddy. Supposed to fly away today. Y'all, I did not read for those 2 hours yesterday. I forgot I had a Skype call with Sean, which was a lot of fun, but I only read like 25 pages all day. I'm gonna do better today. Start with this one early this morning, as soon as I get a Voxer message left with my buddies. Now let's talk about this. Anybody have a teenager that trying to stay in the house all day every day? Mama ain't having that. No, she's not, boo baby. We're not having it. I have been spending a delightful morning giggling about the eccentricities of farm animals. Really, really enjoying this read. Really enjoying it. Good morning. It's 10. I'm gonna get my brunch together here. Maybe have a few jelly beans and a little house tidying. Gonna get back to the routine today. And yeah, and then get back to reading book number 2. I'm going to have book number 2 with my lunch, I think. Brunch and a book. I like the sound of that. Rainy. Anyway, t-shirt number 4 is from Reading Women podcast. Yay. And this is my last bookish t-shirt. So 4. I only have 4, which means in a regular work week, I couldn't make it through the week with my reading themed t-shirts. So I think that means I need to buy more. I have had my eye on the out of print little golden book ringer tee. I meant to order myself that one for my birthday, and with, you know, the pandemic going on, it just slipped my mind. So I think I'm going to buy that one today. But if you know of any good reading t-shirts that you've seen around that you think might be perfect for me, let me know, because I think 7's my favorite number. 7 is a week, so I could get through a readathon with 7. So let me know if you think of any. Yeah. So let me get started with part 2 of my morning routine. Convolvulus. Chicken and yellow rice. Time to dig in. What's up, little baby? What's up, little baby? Yeah, it's so pretty. You like to be outside? You like it? Oh, there's a little baby. You were sitting over there distracting me like that wasn't no big thing.
What?
Uh-huh.
What did you say, Mom?
I said you were sitting over there distracting me like that wasn't no big thing.
What?
You about to grind that stuff into my rug. It's a good thing I was watching you.
Well, I would have done it earlier with the thingy, but I was procrastinating.
Mm-hmm. I can see that yellow spot from here. 16 years old and still making messes.
What?
12:30 and I'm halfway through the stack. Let's see what Trujillo has to say today. That Fiebre Tropical has me in the mood for pink flamingos and some Doritos. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What kind of nap is this?
How bad?
Oh my word. You comfy, guy? Oh my word. Yeah, the frost got to my marigolds and my beans and my verbena. A little bit of my marigolds. Poor plants. So I gotta trim them all and replant the beans now. That bird's over there wanting to pick a fight with Pico. But I'm out here. He's ticked about that too. It's okay, buddy. Mommy's here to defend your honor. Can't defend his honor from this distance. He's on his own now. Pico. Pico de gallo. Pico. Pico de gallo. Oh, mommy's so mean. Trying to figure out how to plant my milkweed seeds. This is a hot mess. Woo! I guess the seeds are falling to the bottom, hopefully. Trying to, you know, that's pretty cool though, isn't it? like an alien infestation, actually. You gonna help me, Guy? Investigate. Oh, goodness, cats. Like, seriously? Look at the construction of these things. Isn't that fascinating? And then they have this is the center that's holding all of the fluff. And they just float off on the breeze. So cool. So, so cool. Hey, look at that. Hey! So it's a lot quieter out here without my baby birdies, but you know, we all have to leave the nest sometime. I had a very productive afternoon, and I have made it through all of my books once today. I mean, none of them are finished, but I've touched through all of them, which was nice. Very nice. So, Feast of the Goat, chapter 9, was very pivotal, and I feel like he may have really turned it around for me. He talked about a lot of stuff, like the U.S. sanctions against the Dominican Republic and how the Catholic Church was now against Trujillo, about how countries with other dictatorships like Cuba and I think Venezuela interacted with them. There was actually kind of trying to take over from, you know, coming from Cuba. It wasn't Cuba, but they helped with it, with Castro, and several plots against Trujillo that didn't quite materialize, and why. They touched on the Mirabal sisters and their assassination, which now I really need to read the Alvarez book. I think it's In the Time of Butterflies, about those sisters. So yeah, really important chapter, and I think I liked the way it was written, and you know, the thoughts that he brought across in that chapter. So yes. And then I read another short story in Foreign Soil, and this book is kind of up and down for me. The last two stories have been down. This one I read today is they both started off really well. The one today was in a school setting, a predominantly white suburb, and a black family that their children were going to school there, the little girl, and how she had kind of taken refuge in the library and reading books. I was here for it. And then an ESL student, an Asian student, moved in and was being bullied. And the little girl, the black student, was drawn to her but reluctant to help. And then the bullies had to drop the F-bomb. And I'm like, they're in the 3rd grade. Could we not have a story without that word in the 3rd grade? But no. Anyway, both this story and the one yesterday was a woman working in a beauty shop, and white woman, and an African man actually came in and had been having trouble getting his hair cut, and she agreed to try, even though she had never cut African hair before. They hit it off. There were F-bombs floating around, but it was okay. They were adults. They started dating, and it was really cute. And then it went, he ended up being a doctor, very affluent, from Uganda, and she ended up moving there with him, and it kind of all fell apart. I really liked the way it was portrayed, you know, trying to fit in another culture and how hard that is. But both stories just ended on a really negative note with no resolution, and that might have been what she was wanting to say, but I'm just not enjoying it. So anyway, And then Mr. Flood's Last Resort. I listened to a little more of this while I was working on my plants. So I'm gonna go show you what I've done with those and then sign off so I can get this edited and posted. I hope you all had a lovely reading rush. I have certainly enjoyed this time, and I heard that there's a Dewey's 24-hour readathon coming up, I think on the 25th of April. So I'm there for it. I will chat with you soon. Bye. Okay, there's the marigolds. They've gotten a little trim. And my little verbena. I went ahead and deadheaded these guys too and got some new beans in, and then the milkweeds are going in here and hopefully they'll come up. Not sure what I'm doing with those, and I heard you have to freeze them, but since they were in the shed all winter, I'm hoping that they froze in there. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Dig in. Oh, boo baby. Oh my God.